Ebusia mpempe ya meno kase de amanebo ani nchemu ekire se yekọ ekopie mu ewo Savannah region a ewo Northern region a omo secretary baako a wagidin a osan ye popular ewo honom e di revelation bi aba beto mo senso a eyo bia wanwa se NDC ni pa na wo ka asem we na obi ebusa se asem ben na secretary ebekan ye de obekan ye ne se NDC is losing Northern region to the NPP party. Say nebekaya nansemu ena yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eni ni team no ekoko pie mu ewo Northern region. Say omo ye campaign na ebusia ohwe kwan ya Northerners no edi enigye eche yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo Northern region na it says a lot. So na yenuanom NDC for say omo so kwa start omo campaign no anase omo kwa launch omo campaign no ewo Northern region. Na busia ehwo na obete say NDC for official campaign launch but obete ewo nipadom ni mu say nkrofo ebo yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia din. Ebusia aside eno and that being said no dia course say no ewo NDC for camp no esaweni ensa okachre insama course say no dedi kan fine we are not na wo kwa program anase wo kwa launch wo campaign ewo wa ukroma there is nothing wrong but penny say fa ni die eni obuo ma dia osefata amane boy din chemu ekire say not NDC for no koko pie mu ho no omo ankwa himfie ankwa ko hu mpanimfo bia ni mpanimfo bia ankwa have communication bia eno ane se omo ko ye omo platform na omo start say omo any NDC for na wo Northern region wono edi nkomo omo ye sadwe ni na ansana omo ko palace na maniboy ni ntemu ekire say ahemfo no ekire wo say ehonom eye wo mo dia na ehono enye ono mahama ne dia. Ebusia nsema ekoso ewo Northern region ewo da John Dramani Mahama ene na pamfo nso ekopie mu ewo ho no. Ebusia edoso na me pese me kasa no be tentin no as usual eni die kwan so hye nso ma me say aha ye ndi atem na emu me adwen ne ekire based on what we see and hear on social media. Me amedi dwumadi ho cha me din Ede Francis Achu nyakopon insha obibia wajebre anytime any day be post video no onye bi ehwe nyakopon insha yin enko je nsem no mu.
Can say Bekaya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na probably in the 5 northern regions. Na NDC for initially on my dream say swing regions deciding elections central and western into umbelanche campaign wo appease as a result of the time I know expected say outdoor Professor Jane Nana was central region because on any home region now somebody choosing as running mate obeying ube outdoor no the home region to say they were Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe or the money call me share efficacy echo outdoor no Asante Mine ne Nipadoma Ebeshiano Jubilee Park Ashanti region. That was a plan. So we take complaints from the chiefs of the central region. I'm say okay, Sadia, yeah, Babel launching national campaign now. Yankoyeno, it was central region. Now so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia share na probably in the 5 northern region. But she almost the Padoma Edinechi. And yet surprising to say the Padoma Edinechi because of organization of rallies where your community engagements keke. Say ye share small groups expectations say ye per se door to door small groups in for 15 for 100 or various constituencies. So in conform APA ban ebe shianon I to say mammoth rallies and organizing we and also emergency meeting even after the removal of Haruna Idrisu Muntaka from the leadership of parliament. Almost say no see a call back na ye call struggle for one aka in the northern region na yetimi salvage because NPP they not more by 50% in terms of vote among them 30%, but they were mammoth rallies econo on may exceed 50% in the 2024 elections. And then former President John Dramani Mahama decided, okay, Sadia, yeah, quickly, yeah, call launch campaign or Jubilee Park, Tamale. Now, big mistake. And Savannah Regional Officer of the NDC will really say former President John Dramani Mahama, why a mistake be a boadjane nenti so. Oh, kwako PM Tamale. Ako launch campaigner. There's no images, there's no acknowledgement of Yana and him for no more honor. Or by then, what your mabo, and I quickly now wako organize Jubilee Park, saying for over the count once actually. This is a sign of total disrespect to the people of Tamale. Say kwako ye campaign, na a him for no mutikunu. Why ignore totally? We come from the backdrop. Last year. Chairman of the NDC, Asiedun Ketia, and as some parliamentary candidate, Çhiefs Palace, or some parliamentary candidate for various constituencies, and son of Mudioma Kochre. No copy more palace or Mujaya the Bay, no more the course of Kwakoya appeasement. Near locking our bontin, some movie, Namukama Sama, Namaiden, Namafasa Bine, Udrain, Namo denying. Ako. And yeah, but we will not accept anything because we are people of integrity. And so we share the reception and for them Dr. Mahmoud Bamiana. And meeting any surprise say former President of Dramani Mahama, Professor Jina na kwa lancho campaign Tamale. Now I have for no trouble quickly. Marco Pio Jubilee Park. Acquire laughing stock because in Kofono Mudiomechi or Mudiomechi as party organizers. Now what is even shocking in the say Mo Pako Yeba Motuali Watamali. A bad the same. Now mo friend one more Accra. So Omumbe joining buses. You don't want t-shirt. Yeah, mo free ride to Tamale for Northern Rally campaign. Why do you need to bus people from Accra all the way to Northern Region? Savannah Regional Officer of the NDC, Etro reports ting eba yedebe bremo. We from NDC for Comfort and Kasankasa because of Dr. Mahmoud Bamia's strategic relationships all built with certain elders and chiefs of the various palaces in the 5 northern regions. Almost say no. NDC lose grounds in the northern region. Yenko kind sa report. Ya title no. NDC is losing northern regions to MPP, says NDC's Savannah's regional officer. Now, Savannah, regional, former President John Dramani Mahama, Ankasa free ball. It is regional officer Bekasa everywhere, which means it has to be taken very seriously. Now, they did it. Abdul Nasser Adam Aforu, regional officer of Savannah region for the National Democratic Congress. Now say the NDC is losing their hold on the 5 northern regions to the ruling New Patriotic Party, and the party must take immediate steps to remedy the developing political situation. By the NDC, omunim say voter eyomodia nanka voter eyomodia the next regional eyomodia omunjo ajejem the northern region. I'm saying now after the northern region no hold grip no when abafom because of Dr. Mahmoud Bamia's strategic relationships with northern region. In as much as developmental projects in society supporting cohort. Now see in this writer targeted at the leadership of the NDC or the Kokoma chairman Asiedun Inketia or the Koma General Secretary Fifi Fiami Kwete. In a reaction to a recent visit of the Vice President and presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, to Yagbongrua, king of the Gonja people. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia kopie Yagbongrua Palace. Now, a reception of Dr. Mahmoud Bamia now. Also, no, if the king of the Gonja people, and not Dr. Mahmoud Bamia say, because this is Anabia Nekese Dema former president John Dramani Mahama. Also the Nairi, the overlord of Mampugu, and the Yanwa overlord of Dagon. Sa ahemfo miensa yi, king of Yagbonwura, king of the Gonja people, Yagbonwura, Nayiri, overlord of Mampurugu, and Ayana, overlord of Dagon. Very, very key influential personalities in northern region. Or say, Nasser Adam Aforo identifies what he says is the growing influence of the vice president, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, in strategic places in the 5 northern regions where the NDC has traditionally held as their stronghold. It is awesome now, or so Nanka 5 northern regions, the people compare them with her. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's strategic relationship with these 3 kings in the northern region, or say a crime. No wonder say former president John Dramani Mahama kopie mu e wo Tamale o twa ahemfo no aboye quickly wakopie mu e wo Jubilee Park. Yesterday, 21st November 2023, and all this our report we buy will stand as the most devastating day for me, and I believe for many Gonjas in particular and Ghanaians in general, following the unfortunate and embarrassing act that was occasioned at the palace of Yagbonwura Ono Okasa from NDC regional officer perspective. Said the king of Gonjas, when Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia paid him a courtesy call. The act was the enskinment of Dr. Bawumia as the unity chief in Gonja, not Gabon, not Mampurugu, not Northern Ghana, not indeed Ghana, the whole of Ghana, but the unity chief of the Gonja people. Inti King Yagbonwura of Gonja, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ahinche bia odwen won ti ase. Or say ono no cut all the Gonjas together. It doesn't matter. So the NDC ni, PNC ni, or MPP ni, what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because he is the unity chief of the Gonja people. Or say sa ahinche ne de amano no, a political suicide for the NDC regarding the people of Gonja. What made my devastation complete was when I juxtaposed the advice of Nairi, the Mampurugu overlord, to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Apart from Yagbonwura, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the unity chief of Yagbonwura, also the account said Nairi, overlord of Mampurugu, also can in same which Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And then I worsen the case coming from the perspective of a regional officer of the NDC. The day preceding his visit to Yagbonwura, that he should be a symbol of unity. Clearly, the Nairi was suggesting to him that he was not doing enough to unite people and must work at that. Nasser Adam Aforo wrote. Until Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Yashana Hinche as the unity chief for the people of Gonja. Nairi, overlord of Mampurugu, say was answer Shenesa Hinchene, say onka in Kofoni Naede, and boom, from Mampurugu to Gonja. He continued, comrades, since 2016, palaces in Gonja have continuously caused NDC pain after pain. I had to say, Wapa Minshia na Asante Hini Ashe former President John Dramani Mahama ahenche ewo Minshia. That is what he is saying. Say Asante Wena in Kabum Hini former President John Dramani Mahama. So I won't say the magnitude of the Ekosuna. That is what the Savannah regional officer can say from an MPP person's perspective. Or say, in most cases, they have caused the NDC and His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama so much embarrassment. What is the crime of the NDC? What is the crime of former President John Dramani Mahama? What have we done wrong to deserve this recurrent and unfortunate happenings? Into your see, former President John Dramani Mahama, Bonin Ben Kwa na waje to the king of Gonja. Yabanwa. Boni Benkra. And why overlord of Mabugu. Nagiri. Omutim she Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Saçk. Na catching Kofoni say, Omuhene and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia when it comes to unity. We have always been angry and livid anytime this happens. Unfortunately, in our anger, we throw our hands in despair and contemplating boycotting the palaces. And on any total boycott of palace and a former president John Dramani Mahama any day from the report of the Savannah regional officer. I say this is not the solution. This is an emphatic no. Former President John Dramani Mahama should not boycott the palace. Now so you share a yawa ahemfo a cha omode share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a canon son into Osesadia. You go to the people straight Jubilee Park. They are launching a campaign to say ahemfo be any crony. That is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia across NDC for so omonye in the northern region. I say no because you record the massive support the NDC enjoyed from the Gonja people in 1992 all the way to 2012. Savannah regional officer NDC say na yiri and na yagbon ruwa aye obibi krabo na eye wo ya. From 1992, the people of Gonjes, the Mampugu people, the Mampusi people, or my Ama NDC. Not to talk of the massive support of the NDC in 2012, the time a former President John Dramani Mahama be a running mate of Professor John Evans Atamels. Nkakai Debi. Now and make this mistake of boycotting the palace. Now so Oshe Enea, this will be the videos and answer articles about I bet you say former President John Dramani Mahama Eko PMO Ewo Yagbamuruwa Eko PMO Ewo Nairi and Sana Opako meet the people in Jubilee Park. Now why now Opako ye campaign Ewo Northern region so basic people Ewo T-shirts all the way from Accra and Sana went to buy a rally in Tamale. No Savannah regional officer Yekoso Eko or say this support soared in 2008 when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was chosen as the running mate of Professor Mills. It reached a crescendo in 2012 when he, former President John Dramani Mahama, became the presidential candidate of the NDC. It drew massive heights, unprecedented heights. And what you supported former President Dramani Mahama 2012 obey a presidential candidate. No vote or munye bida in the northern region. Nene asama ba also boycott a palace. Now acquired straight to the people in Jubilee Park. What has caused this sudden slump since 2016 till date? Why have our palaces become the playground for the MPP? Why are our chiefs pondering to the desires of the MPP? Why has the MPP been able to set agenda in our Gonja palaces? Nasa, Adam, Aforo, questions will be said. Argentina, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, anytime, any day, any hour, any minute, any second, Okaso Beko, Gonja palaces, I have for the Bishia, no Mama Nicola, no, there was Ansasana Hinche. Why? Questions will be said. No. We, the NDC, need as a party and as a people to do an introspection in a dispassionate and sober manner. We, NDC, must look into ourselves as a party and find out what we are not doing well. I do not think that the good vibes we see in Dagon palaces happen in a vacuum or spontaneously. ɔsɛ NDC ɛsɛ ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo ankasa ɔmo ho din ɔmo dwendwene ɔmo ho ɛdin ti